before popular TV personalities like Rachel Ray came along.
Why did you say that name?
There was someone else that was seen as a warm, motherly figure to millions around the globe. However, her perfect image soon would change following unexpected controversy. Let's take a look back at America's #1 homemaker Martha Stewart and find out what actually happened.
Our next guest is almost undoubtedly the most prolific arbiter of elegance in the world of our times. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Martha Stewart. Hi.
Martha for decades dominated the lifestyle and do-it-yourself industry. She offered affordable tips and tricks for average people when it came to cooking, gardening, crafting, and home decor. Stewart was an all-around jack of trades that many had come to trust over the years. Her magazines, books, product line, and TV show were all doing extremely well. Her brand did not have one single blemish. After many successful years, things would change. In the early 2000s, Stewart was heavily invested in the stock market. Martha had her own publicly traded company which held all of her licensed assets. Being an involved prime player in the stock market, she was selected to be one of the new board of directors for the New York Stock Exchange. It was another big accomplishment for Martha, as there was only 27 members total. Having such a prestigious position and being in the know has its benefits. A biopharmaceutical company that focused on cancer treatment called Clone Systems. She held almost 4,000 shares of the company. It had great potential to become a success and seemed like a worthwhile investment. However, after the experimental drug failed to get FDA approval, the stock quickly tanked in the market and many people who invested would take big losses. Everyone with the exception of Martha and a few other executives. Apparently, some inside information was spread before the announcement of the failed FDA approval. Those in the know sold their shares of the company days before making a substantial profit. In the months that followed, when more details emerged, Martha, being a high-profile investor and a board member, drew heavy media attention, including a Newsweek cover headline titled "Martha's Mess." Martha would even be grilled about the stock on her morning show segment for CBS.
Well, we're going to make salad, but...
We are, but first let me ask you a few things about all this. You've released a statement saying that you were not involved in any insider trading.
And I want to focus on my salad because
One more
that's
question.
why
One more
will be
question.
resolved in the very near future, and I will be exonerated.
I know that...
Any ridiculousness.
She decided to resign from her board of directors position after the public scrutiny. In the summer of 2003, Stewart was indicted by a grand jury on 9 counts for the insider trading-related allegations. When she sold her stake in the company, the shares cashed out at approximately $227,000. Following the questionable trade that was made at the ideal time, Stewart and her broker claimed that they had made a prior agreement to sell her shares if the stock price ever fell below $60. Upon doing research, congressional investigators found no record of a stop-loss order. The primary purpose of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is to enforce the law against market manipulation. The person who led the investigation and brought charges against Martha was James Comey.
Meet the man who wants to put Martha Stewart in jail.
Martha Stewart is being prosecuted not because of who she is, but because of what she did. Part of our mystique is we win almost all of our cases, and when we bring a case, people take a deep breath.
Stewart was found guilty in the 6-week trial that followed. Martha was sentenced to serve 5 months in a federal correctional facility, 5 months of home confinement, and was ordered to pay a hefty $30,000 fine.
I will be back. Whatever I have to do in the next few months, I hope the months go by quickly. I'm used to all kinds of hard work, as you know, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid whatsoever. I'm just very, very sorry that it's come to this, that a small personal matter has been able to be blown out of all proportion. And with such venom and such gore, I mean, it's just terrible.
The world watched as she was hauled off to jail. After release, she was given an ankle monitor and 2 years of supervision. The prison stint didn't leave a black eye on Martha, as many people expected it to. She quickly returned to daytime television with the popular Martha Stewart show. To many people, she became even more relatable because she wasn't Miss Perfect.
Nobody's ever invited me on. Well, they did invite me once.
What happened? Why didn't
Well,
you go?
for some reason, they didn't let me go on. It was during probation. They said to use my thumb, but I've been thumbprinted like a lot of times, and I'm not going there.
Her relationships actually became more broad as a result of the prison stint. And her products continued to sell well. Martha was able to poke fun at herself, which many people thought was commendable. What do you think about this story? Did Martha legal woes affect your opinion of her? Who do you prefer, Rachel Ray or Martha? Leave a comment below and let me know.